I said.
Yo, God, G-son, what am I saying?
Yeah, nigga better turn me. Nigga better turn me. Yeah, nigga better turn me. Yeah, nigga better turn me up. Nigga better turn me up. Yeah, nigga better turn me up. Nigga better turn me up. Yeah, nigga better turn me up. Yeah, nigga better turn me up. Nigga better turn me up. Who you fooling? What we doing? What we doing? Cut up, bro. What we doing?
Like, what we doing? Okay, shawty adding up, I want her friend. I might pull on in a bed. Tell her what's up. Tell her what's up. Tell him it's on.
Tell her what's up. Tell her it's on. Yeah, nigga better turn me up. 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 Let's go. I told myself that we hit. Niggas ain't put up with sticks. Me and my niggas we hit. Niggas say making me sick. Okay, shawty in my head. I don't do no rain. Told her hop up in this bed. That nigga he a fan.
In my system, coming to my head. In this life of mine, I just wanna see you dead. Making all this money on my boss shit. Everything I do, I keep a profit. Go. Niggas are like hoes tryna gossip. Man, what you talking about? Meet me outside tryna mosh pit. Bro, I got the stick tryna blick shit. Body on the ground, it's a wig split. Yeah, right around the town with a cooler kid. Yeah, they can fuck with me, the chopper hit your block. Talking shit, we fuck around and get your pop. Yeah, pick him up and throw him, watch his body drop.
Sticks, mix, chips, clips, dips, skips, whatever. Baby, I'm getting this cheddar. No, it don't matter the weather. I'm in it, go like a header. That thing guy, he made me better. Come and get it, yeah. 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 Turn me up, yeah. They better 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 turn me up, yeah.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
They say, lil' number, where you been at? I'm just passing the breeze. I've been running up a check, that's why these bitches on me. I've been coolin', laying low, but I'm not taking the seat. But just know a nigga back in this time, I won't leave. I've been running, gotta check me your bag. I got hundreds on my neck and I got shoes on my ass. Nigga said I'm going broke while I just take it and laugh. I be speeding in that foreign with 5-0 on my ass. But I'm that nigga, I won't never change. Rubbing off the paint, smoking dang. Got a Uzi in my lap, I let it bang. Free Latte, no he keep a K, but he not take K up the chop and let it blow. And watch this bitch eat this face, I'm that nigga. And all my young niggas pulling triggers, we gorillas. We let this bitch off until you feel us. For you niggas, that's always on IG with them niggas taking pictures. Is you really gon' use them or you just loafing for them bitches? You niggas really hoes and you be acting like these bitches. You niggas say I solid, but y'all probably in there snitching. Most of the niggas that's around me throwing seeds like they crippin', but they do it for the twins. Free Lil Corey and Lil Christian. But I'm rockin' with my shooters and that's mandatory. One up top like I'm Mozzie, bitch, I keep it 40. You say I'm lacking, nigga, try me, shoot you in your shorty. I'm cooking up in the lab like I'm Rick and Morty. 40 popper, hit a mobster, turn your brain to hit a opera, dread swinging just like I'm a roster. Smoking ganja and I'm zooted, walking in my Pradas. Any nigga test my gangster, nigga, I'ma pop him. And we ain't throwing hands with you fuck niggas. It's one up top up in that chamber, better duck, nigga. Niggas dissing on Lil Valley, he get slumped, nigga. We shoot his body, then we lay him in that trunk, nigga. I know, bitch, that's on my life. I won't never fold a nigga speaking on Lil Quaywood, and that nigga gotta go. I'm really small, but I can fight, but I'ma steal up that pole. For you niggas think I'm pussy, you gon' have to show me, ho. Police always in my
It's been a while. It's been a long time. Like, way too long since I said I was doing anything. Like, I think, I forgot the last one we read. It was, I'm taking time off. Or something along those lines. That's all I remember from it. I'm taking time off, or whatever. And we have right here what I would like to say. I I would like to officially say is one of probably be my favorite mangas, whatever you like to call them, like, whatever you, like. This is just one of my favorite like just graphic novels from when I was just binging, which is pretty much where I get most of the name of my reading material. So, this one right here is. I want to show you, but I also kind of want to spoil it at the same time. This is like what I would say is a really great mixture of action and comedy. The only one that I'm thinking of from the top of my head that even comes close to this level of just like entertainment, like action comedy, is Nanomachines, which is also something that we're going to be going over The Return of the Mount The Return of the Mount with like 20 some odd people. Everything his vision is red because everything that homie has, bro literally has blood. He looks like he's blooding through murder and just gang violence. The only thing left is the place, and death. Everyone's dead, everyone's dying. It seems like it might be, you know, your run-of-the-mill, like, I think they're called Moomin mangas, which I actually have a very small slight addiction to. There's blood just everywhere. The main character feels like it's unnecessary. He had his arm cut off, beaten, ragged. He looks like he's been just absolutely just killing people, his friends, his family. His master, his sensei, just got stabbed through, looking like he just got shot with a railgun. Seiji, his under the same, like pretty much his classmate, just getting cut in half. I'm not that it's arted. Dead and murdered, and he looks like he is ready to stab 27 people in the throat and leave them for dead. And wow, there's over 20 different sects, including the grade 10 sects, ultimate mercenary unit composed of elites of elites. They were clashing, only to be destroyed and absolutely obliterated. And whose fault is that? It's because of the demon sent from the skies. A devilish group that turned the entire world into bloodshed, the leader of the heavenly demon sect, the heavenly demon. Man is posted up looking like a straight up monster. Bro has about half a dozen to a dozen different blades stuck inside of him, looking down like you are like worthless. Like you know what I mean? He's just like worthless. He just sounds like he has a deep voice. I gotta remember that I'm actively gotta be careful because some of these I'm not gonna lie. There you go. How unfortunate the disciple of the Mount Cossack. Main character stands up, anime level amount of blood, like they all drink from the same bar, and all their organs work exactly the same. Like, trust me, I don't really know the functionality. Even though you had it from many years, eventually reached my body. In the name of Qumwa, I acknowledge your swordsmanship as I recognize the swordsmanship as the greatest in the world. Just mad. Like, it doesn't matter. Why do I care about your praise of all of my friends are killed and murdered? It's quite a shame. If I were given just one more day, I would have been able to truly become a man with feelings Remember yourself. This is not the world will be taken over by the actually don't even know who is the. I forgot who is the main character. Is it the guy who just got his neck cleaved off, or is it the dude who cleaved off the dude's neck and died? Oh, it's over. Covered in blood on the mountain with his friends and his comrades. The plum blossom has come to an end. The disciple of the great Mount Hillside. I'm not gonna. The one of the great three swordsmen, the plum blossom sword sang. After killing Shamma, who had brought destruction and disarray onto the world, he breathed his last breath on top of the headquarters of the Mount Heavenly Demon. Wow, that is a lot of dead bodies. Holy crap! He is him. Like, oh my! I want to see this man's story. Like, he literally wiped the floor with like every literal person that was possible to be in this situation. Like that right there. Homie literally is on so much demon time. He literally named as an entire sect after the fact he's on demon time. Like that is kind of terrifying, but at the same time, it is like low key amazing, high key amazing, pretty flippin' that. Like that is pretty flippin' that right there. This short anecdote was the only legacy left behind in this world. We got a baby in a carriage, baby in some string and some stick and some twigs. We have training, we have kids swinging the sword probably about 1,000 times a day. Ah, that's funny. So he died and he was Chung Moi, so now he's Chung Myung. Chung Myung to Chung Mya to Chung Myung. Is this my life flashing before my eyes? Are you an you were an aesthetic practitioner before you were a martial artist. Homie was putting the practitioner of martial arts on this dude. Black eye, dude bit him, bloody nose, ox on his face, hit in the head, scratch, skull. Don't know how to fight. You should only power without efforts can only be regarded as violence. Oh man, even though he was a disciple, I could not completely follow the teachings of the sect. I was getting undeserved attention because of my talents, but in fact, I was a mere rookie in the sect. Okay, so it is him. It is him. Why did I not realize back then that everything I had came from the sect? Do you regret your past? Yes, young man. Sung Jung Won, nice sound. You know what I mean? Xiang Jung Won. Sung Jung Won. If I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it properly. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it properly. I'm done. I regret sect. The amount of time you hear the word mount and sect in the same sentence, I'm just gonna say mount sect, like mountain sect. You know what I mean? So mount sect will continue. No matter what happens. And look, see, they're on top of it. They're literally in the mountains. So it just ooh, ouch. No wonder they're like Oogway. They're master Oogway martial artists. There will always be a mount sect. They did. Chun Ma, wasn't he dead? Chun Ma? What the hell are you talking about in your sleep? You just get concaved in the head for just sleeping too long. Pretty much, you sleep late, you get cracked, bro. It kind of reminds me of when you were when you're like a little bit younger and your parents made some like crazy ways just to get you up. I think the craziest way I've ever gotten woken up because I didn't want to wake up was my mom got cold water and just like straight poured it on my face. It was it. Oh my god. Homie sound like an old man. He's like, look here, young man. I don't understand what's going on, but please put that down first. Yep, it seems like it's a very nice and classic. I'm still hearing one of the Blossom Sword things. Someone even the leader of the Beggars Union treats with respect. And yet this brat, you're dead today. You're dead. You're dead this day. I'll make sure to teach him unless I block the first blow. I like this. It's pretty much, I love this. It is what I would call the recognition that you are not you anymore and something has happened. His armor is short and he can't block the attack, so instead he gets walloped over the head by a dude whose eyebrows look like they're made of ants. Literally, look like there were a conga line of ants on his forehead. There's a degree to which a person can lose their mind and get a good beating so you can wake up. Spare me. Spare me. So, what I'm trying to figure out is if it's just your classic being read, like put back in time, or is this like the future but you're a different person kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like that's like super duper important to figure out. Okay, so who is this? So it says he's wondering who the person in the water is. So we got ourselves a holistically different body, probably in the future, or maybe even in the past. I have seen one or two like that, where he goes back. I don't want to question your name. You're that guy who watched me get my ass beat. What's your name? Let me ask you two things. Me, am I a beggar? Dog, you look like a beggar. You know what I mean? I get the gist of it. So, second question: did you know who Chun Ma is? I thought you were acting quite normal for someone who's beaten you up badly. It looks like that was wrong. Okay, so, and he exists. So, not only is he in a different body, but he also existed. Isn't he the leader of the heavenly demon sect who died 100 years ago? What? Huh? Oh, homie, good for you. Actually, no, that sounds terrible. Actually, man, how would I feel? That'd be crazy. You know what I mean? That'd be really crazy. I wake up 100 years from now. I don't think I can personally say from like the time period and the place that I live right now that 100 years ago, 100 years from now would be a literally unrecognizable future for where I'm living in the place that I'm living. You know what I mean? 100 years from now, fucking Jamaica would be a goddamn first world country. Don't beat me up for that, but it's come on. I don't know, but I don't think your audio is working. Like in what way though? You gotta be more specific. Because I'm pretty sure I kind of turned it down, but oh, okay. Give me a second. Maybe. Give me a second. Hopefully I'm connected right now. Because I remember something internet. I forgot, what was that thing? What's that thing? Yeah, system. Yeah, that's it. There you go. No, goddamn. No, what was that? I'm trying to figure out, what was that thing that you could go, that once you searched it, allowed you to tell, was it like Intel or something? So now I think my computer is kinda, on the fritz a little bit. Yeah, there you go. It's starting to work again. So main character, just like me, would be absolutely just flabbergasted figuring out he is 100 years since his initial death in the future. Couldn't they have reincarnated to a right time right after I died? Yeah, homie, we all wish. We all, realistically though, you know, like, personally for me, I would go for more of the 100 years because I would like to experience like future stuff. I would just love to experience future stuff personally. That's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. I would love to experience like future stuff, future technology, sayings and all that other interesting thing. And I want to see how much out of depth that I am from like the normal, even the most weirdest person would probably pale compared to me, since I, like, you know, that'd be so cool. That'd be kind of shitty but cool. Aw. He's just utterly realizing that he has nobody and knows nothing in this world. He is completely, not only born a beggar, but completely and utterly alone in this situation. The Mount sect. What about the Mount sect? What happened to them? What's that? Oh, he's starting to really think. Union, but you don't know what the Mount sect, one of the greatest, the 10 terribles from my position, because I'm not really a historian, but I kind of get the idea that most of the knowledge that I know is of this time period. You know, like if I went back into a certain time in the past, it would feel like I'm holistically listening to people speak almost a different language, because words had a different meaning. Like 50 years ago, words had a different meaning, so I couldn't even imagine. And not only that, but it's also like finding out that, oh yeah, what happened to the United States of America? What the fuck is the United States of America? It's only been 100 years, but like, damn, we don't have a United States of America no more? It's just like different. Oh, you mean the union of a united continents? I'm like, what the fuck? What is the union? What is the union of a, you know what I mean? I like that. It puts, like, I like the setting of the world. It also makes it that instead of the main character knowing all of this information and being in a time period with his information being like so absolutely like high up there, it's sort of like the same thing but opposite, where he has technically no depth of understanding the time period and the place he is, but has absolute understanding of what he's capable of, kind of thing. Those country island bumpkins have become one of the great sects. Listen, bro, it's time, bro. It's just how it works sometimes. I remember watching that I forgot what it was called, the Buzz Lightyear thing, when they ate the sandwich meat like flipped, where the bread was in the middle and all of the inner workings were on the outside. You know what I mean? It's so interesting. I think I've heard of a sect existing in the what is it, the Zhangxi province map. So at this point, he's really trying to figure out where his old sect is, but it seems that they might have already fallen anyway. But other than that, I'm pretty sure the main character got the knowledge of 100 years. Like, could you imagine the kind of cool skills that you can have if you were from a time period where most of the things that you have as a skill are like the equivalent of like ancient technology, something really cool but like long dead? One of the three most the three most prominent sects have become nothing. You know what I mean? And your sect, the old Mount sect, has become an almost non-existent footnote in history. I don't know what's up. My network isn't really high, but you know, I'm gonna see how far I can get. I'm gonna try to get like, cause we haven't even gotten past chapter 1, because at least on the first chapter, I want to kind of go through it pretty slow. I wouldn't if you don't want to get beaten up again. Just go begging. Could you imagine? Remember the name Chung Young of the Mount said. The next time we meet, I will return today's favor. Which way is the Mount sect? You're gonna run miles, man? You're gonna run literal miles. Even my Paso, I didn't ride such a slow thing as a horse, and yet, because you might have, I say like this, you might have the mentality to be able to do all this crazy stuff, but you don't really have the physical capabilities to do all that stuff. So you gotta really you gotta even it out, man. You don't want to like kill yourself like thinking that you're capable of something when you haven't really trained your body in that way. This is where the trickiness of the great Chung Young come into play. Okay, finally. God damn, finally. Even those who even reach the peak of martial arts skills have regrets. They regret that when they were younger, they should have focused more on the fundamentals. I can agree. That's why I kind of try to stick to my fundamentals a bunch and try to go from scratch. Sometimes when I feel like I've gotten so far ahead and then just forgot, so that I don't end up trying to just like lose myself. He nagged you about Whoa, bro. How old are you? You be just like bringing it down like that. So like, were you smart or a genius or something, or were you just like high level skilled? So I'm very confused about that. Let's find a place in serious contact with the physical world most connects. I have a countless number of theories of advanced martial arts techniques stored in my head. Every martial arts technique and history of the sect resides by my side. I know tons of methods for inner ki cultivation. If I don't limit myself to just the techniques of the sect, I might amount to learn something. And any amount of skills I will have to learn first, equilibrium. What kind of martial arts technique is it? It's a technique that is thrown away very cheaply in illegal street markets. And my reason for learning this cheaply sold technique is because it's not a cheap technique at all. It's one of those secret techniques hidden in the Leaf Village, maintained by only very few people, just so that he can. Yeah, no, I'm just being extra, but still at the same time. This one is for beginners. Everyone who enters the sect starts out learning this technique. Equilibrium cannot be significantly increased by one's ki strength, but it is perfect for cleansing one's body. In other words, it's a fundamental technique. There is no time to rush things. I just need to establish a strong foundation, and this is where it begins. I won't even lie, I love trying to like, you know, like you gotta like, I kind of like absorb this random information that's not helpful because it's mostly specific to a fiction. But I'm like one of those weirdos who like to like read how the technique does something to their body and like practice it, like how when you're a kid you used to do the whole Naruto Rasengan and everything like that, the hand size like that. You're just gathering up random information that is just not useful right now. I need to make sure to precisely clean the energies and absorb my stuff from my surroundings. Almost like fixing a small misalignment in a big fabric strand by strand. Perfectly cleansing any impure energy in my body. And if I gather the cleansed energy to my diet, this dietary world will be the foundation that will open up a whole new world. A whole new world. A small but firm energy will become the snowball, eventually an avalanche. No one will be able to stop it. How am I gonna get to the set at this rate? Well, you need to train your body, you need to eat food, you need to maintain your energy, and you're also your not to die, because you gotta remember, even though you have the mentality of someone who's probably fought countless battles and trained for like decades, you are all doing this in a body that is not capable of doing any of that. There's a rookie beggar who is intercepting all of our money. He's a kid, he looks so pretty, so everyone gives their coins to him. I think that's funny that they'll give money to a pretty beggar because like you're so attractive. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I'm so poor. What can I do? What can I do? I'm so poor. Oh my god. Like, and then they're just like, oh my god, you're so handsome. Here you go. Here's a coin for because you know I can't stand. You know what? Here's another. Here's a slam dunk. Here's another coin for just being an attractive child. You know, who's just homeless. I think that's such an interesting thing to just to hear though. You know, that's just me. But that's literally just me. He's just munching on his hot buns, bro. He's just munching on them hot sticky buns. Are you talking to me? He must have lost his mind if you think he's talking to me this way. You gotta come into this area and ask me if you ever want to be a poor broke man begging for some money. He said run. He says drop everything that you have and get out of here. You guys really have no shame for you fucking bums. Dude, you're even taking what I was eating. Who you calling bums, you fucking brat? Like, dude, I love how out of nowhere, let's just start cursing, bro. My dieting isn't perfect, but I guess it'll be able to do. If you've ever gotten used to this body, it's pretty bothersome. Also, all you can come at me at once. Oh yeah, I'm pretty weak, so I can't hit you very hard, so I hope you don't mind getting beaten a little bit. Weave? Weave? Damn. My neck. I am the plum blossom sword sage of the Mount Sec. You damned bums. Damn. Indeed. Damn indeed. He is now called Chief. You've gotten respect for having beaten them an inch from their life. You've achieved King of the Bums. Chief. My bad, not King of the Bums, Chief of the Bums. Do you know any of does anyone know the fastest way to the Shaanxi province? You're asking something so obvious. Why would we be beggars if we knew such a thing? It's not something you should ask people like us. I like how confident he was about that. He's just like, oh man, I don't know any of that. What are you asking me, man? Like, are you stupid? I'm a bum. Like, come on. I don't know geography. Which, maybe back in the day you can say like, oh man, bums back in the day used to be like smart. You know what I mean? Like, I knew some bums. I actually won't even lie. I'm pretty sure there are a couple of thousand bums with like master's degree. I knew probably a couple with PhDs in this decade. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Like, it's crazy what how time makes things crazy. If I ask you whether you know something, you better have an answer for me if you don't want to die. Main character is slowly but surely systematically evolving the new time period with his old world ideas. You're a bum! You should know information! You should be the best fly on the wall ever! You know who people don't care about listening to their crap? Bums! You know why? Because why would they ever assume that a bum could sell this information to somebody? Come on. Come on. Does look like the place is a little dilapidated, like the wallpaper, the picture, stuff looks raggedy. Oh, did he find it? Hello, Sekir. My name is Chung Man. I would like to enter the Mount Hyusuk. Ho. So at this point, I'm gonna try to see, because it doesn't seem like I'm able to properly, you know, internet today, and also at the same time, I am also like very sleepy because your boy, he was lifting really heavy objects today, and at the same time, you know, I might be, you know, superhuman, but I'm still human, so, you know. So I think chapter 5 is just gonna be like our stop off point. At the very maximum, our stop off point. My name is Chung Yan. I would like to enter this sect. Enter the sect, you say? Did you tell him that we're not accepting anyone from entering the sect anymore? Yes, but he seems very desperate, and he wanted to meet you, so I brought him here. You think he's smiling, but he's actually pissed off. And in order to find out why, we'll go back a few minutes ago. The shortcuts above told me didn't help me at all, but at least I'm finally here. I won't forgive them if we meet again. Let's do this! I have never hiked up a mountain, so I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this before I say any statement about him having to climb up this mountain. I've never hiked up a mountain. I haven't hiked up a mountain. Don't even trip about climbing one. He really could have died. He really could have died. There is no wonder he is pissed. He had to scale mountainous regions with a literal stick in his mouth, like a large, long. Okay, we need to stop. Just this wide, like a dog going through a door, way too short kind of stick, and he is climbing hand by hand up this mountain. And even after climbing all this, he had to wait just to get into the facility. Oh yeah, I'd be pissed too. I would actually try to fight somebody. It's been 100 years, bro. I think you're thinking that humans care about things of the past, that like we put things in museums, and this was kind of slightly before the ideas of museums. Huh. Surprised that he's just seeing a kid. I'm pretty sure you were, because there are probably very few ways of climbing up this mountain without, you know, climbing. Are you a martial arts practitioner from the sect? Oh, that's right. That's great. So at least he's achieved the achievement, discovered dead martial arts clan. We currently aren't accepting any outsiders, but it's too late to start climbing down. We can't let a guest of the Mount Heo sect have climbed down in the middle of the night. It gets very cold. Why is the floor of the trading ground so dirty? What happened to the marble stone floors? Man, everything has been robbed since I last know. Oh man, your training ground is very wide and spacious. Apparently palaces once stood in this empty lot. It's not something someone of your age would know. It's pretty embarrassing for a martial arts practitioner to say this, but I guess it's a wound of glory. Glory my ass. What? Nothing? Yeah. It's like, bro, what happened? What happened to what? Was there like not a... I heard of there being something like a giant statue of liberty right there, like right there. Oh yeah, you know, there was this like really tall statue of a lady up there, but we had to sell it to make money. Could you see? I could see a movie right now where America is so poor they have to sell their national treasures, like even Mount Rushmore. Like people had to blow each individual face off Mount Rushmore and sell it just to make money back. Someone should make a movie like that, where America gets so absolutely crazy in debt that the only thing that makes them financially afloat, like right technically now, is that they sell their intellectual properties. That's the only way Americans can stay afloat. I'd watch that. Like I don't know like how entertaining it would be, but I'd watch that. This sect is a martial arts sect, and we have guests so they're doing their own duties. Prepare and pay respects to your ancestors. He's just really just pointing out there is just a lot missing from a puzzle that people are telling you has been like, oh yeah, this is finished. can't imagine what it's like looking at a straight up child just act like a grown man, wondering where this and that and this is, and then you only have like the smallest recollection of anything ever being there, and he's just like, are you dumb, bro? Do you not know your history, bro? You're a, like, excuse me, but you're a child. What history do you know of? There was there was once a flower, a plum blossom made out of some strange white metal. Yes, the flower. Where is it? We sold it. We sold that shit. It's gone. It's goodbye, buddy. It's no longer to be seen here. I don't know what to tell you, Home Slice. We couldn't really find any use for it, and it didn't really suit our temple, so we were troubled about what to do. But luckily we found a merchant who was willing to buy it, so we sold it for him at a good price. The white plum blossom of Neurophagans, the two sacred artifacts of the Mount sect, along with the divine sword of the violet dawn. It's not as showy as gold nor as flashy as silver, but rather unpretentious. It's a sacred artifact that is said to hold the righteous spirit of your sect. And this dumbass sold it off. I need to interfere as soon as possible before someone makes even a bigger mess. I sincerely, and then he's gonna beg and plead to meet the leader of this place. He is absolutely tarnishing the very foundation of this sect to a point where it's probably not going to exist in the next 10 years. Don't even talk about 100. You're pretty much already dead right now. It's time to return to the present. Oh, okay. Cool. Then you must surely know about the sect. Yes, that is correct. I do not believe you'll let me in very easily, but I have an entire scenario prepared with me. I just need to use the name of Chung Jing, who was lost in the middle of a war. Anyways, this is what I've come up with. Chung Jie fell off a cliff and a passerby found him and treated his wound. Although he couldn't move right away, because of his illness, his thanks to this lumberjack taught him martial arts techniques of the Mount Yosek and treated him as a disciple. I, Chung Meng, am a descendant of that lumberjack. The best thing about this scenario is that I can set my own position in the sect. If the lumberjack is my grandfather, my position will technically be the same as the sect leader. It's an amazing scenario if I do say so myself. After all, I shouldn't be in a higher position than these youngsters. Alright, go ahead, reject me as soon as you can. I approve of this entry. Yes. Your plans, they no longer existed. If you really want to join, you should just do it. The sect leader, I thought you said that you wouldn't accept any more entries to the sect. I've changed my mind. I don't care. I'm old. So what? If a kid wants to be a martial artist, I don't care, man. Let him be a martial artist. Perhaps it is our destiny. You need to show more suspicious towards a stranger you just met, trying to be accepted. But it's like learning an instrument that is pretty much of a die. Like, could you just imagine learning a single instrument from a culture that is pretty much like on the heel end of it's no longer almost there? Of course, you wanna learn. You know what? It might be an exclusive thing just for our cultured people, but we don't want this to die. Young people don't care anymore about learning this. Please, what? Take this scroll and learn. Take this instrument and learn what you can learn. We don't chase away birds that have come to easily avoid the rain. We hand out food to animals who've come looking for food during the winter. How can I deny a child who seeks entry into a sect so desperately? Provide this child with a place to stay and prepare for the entrance exam. Oh well, it took too long. I'm not to be rude, I don't know how this would have worked. It's like there really isn't an equivalent for my time period because we don't really have things like TikTok got popular around 5 years ago. TikTok was like low-key popular like 2017 TikTok wasn't really even a thing. It was like it was pretty much very stuck to it was pretty much stuck to China when it was in 2016. Like, it was just very rare to see a lot of people talk about TikTok. Like, it was like just starting up to be popular, and then just like 5 years from now, everyone knows what TikTok is. Everyone watches TikTok. It's like a whole different thing. It's just been 5 years. 100, like, that's 20 times 5, man. That's 20 times 5 years. And I'm lucky to be able to speak the same language as these people. I'm lucky that English is still such of a language that if I spoke it, that people would understand me. Like, you know, like, gosh, man, realistically, I'm actually surprised he actually even knows how to speak the language, you know? Like, thank God he doesn't have to learn a whole different language from scratch or whatever. Because that would be a hell, man. I'm terrible at language. I'm terrible at language learning. Mostly because I'm lazy and I haven't done it, so I'm kind of assuming I'm not really the best person to learn a new language. So that means that there are people staying in these rooms. Who are you to peek at someone else's room, you thief? You thief. My favorite part of this manga is just the unnecessarily loud, like, sections, you know what I mean? And I actually won't lie, I am way too tired to, like, deal with that, personally. Yeah. Trying to like peek into someone else's room. What is your name? Since already late, get some rest today. Make sure you can be participating in training tomorrow. The rest of you come back downstairs. Oh my gosh. You are literally 100 years too young to probably mess with this dude. That's like the face of my maniacal evil intentions. I love it. Excuse me? Take what? Take off, I mean everything you're wearing. What kind of vent inside of Among Us thing are we talking about here, my man? What did you just say? This is how men get closer to each other. Take off all your clothes and dance. Get beaten up, eliminate, you know. Whoa. I haven't let my girlfriend do that. I don't even let my girlfriend, you know, make me dance around like a little stripper and just get beaten. Like, oh my God, hey bro. Wouldn't that strengthen your affection towards your seniors? If you understand, then hurry up and take them off. I'm like, whoa, bro. Yo, I got one question for you. Is there anybody here who's gonna watch me? Watch me. Wait, what? Yeah, just making sure so you can't talk to nobody after you catch these hands. Flex your flex your neck muscles. What? Flex those neck muscles, bro. Just like, who is? It's the fact that the unpreparedness in his eyes, like the unpreparedness, then the realization. Team Rocket's blasting off again. You fucking bastards. Bro, I bet you every person in there Damn. How many kids are in there? I'm pretty sure like more than 20. He literally beat the brakes off of about 20 odd kids. Yes, sir, I'll do my best. Yes, you. I won't harm you. Just come here. Come here. I've already abused you enough. I'm still not used to this situation, so I have a few questions. What happened to the Heavenly Golden Palace? Do you know why the sect is such a mess? Do you know of the Sword Saint? Pretty much, do you know you? According, the Sword Saint took a major role in defeating Chunma, but after that, the remains of the groups of the Heavenly Demon Sect became furious and pushed their way into the region. And for some reason, they forced their way all the way up to the Mount Sect and set the entire mountain on fire. And because of the severe damage we took back then, we still haven't recovered the prowess we used to. Oh, damn. Ooh. Damn. You literally losing that fight. Well, you literally double TKOing each other, or like you drawing. I guess that's a draw. You doing that draw pretty much completely ruined. It's like you finding out that you sacrificing yourself. It's like you became a superhero and you sacrificed yourself for like your town, just to find out that after you died, after you sacrificing yourself for the town, all the other monsters were just like, yo, we running up this town. They think they can kill our best friend and get away with it? Huh? Everyone in that town dying. Everyone getting their guns pulled out and blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. Grenade! Just... Ooh. That's nice. Not for him, terrible. For me, I'm enjoying this. It's like I get a problem child who literally is a problem child. like it's like always reminds me of like when you always hear like, oh man, when you get reincarnated, the choices that you made when you were the choices that you made that when you were like in your past life affect your present life. Whatever choices the main character made in his past life has absolutely just nothing to do with his present life at all. In order to prevent our children from taking an interest in it, why don't we remove it from the library? That sounds like a great idea. We'll do as I. Let's do that. On a different note, I didn't call you here today just to talk about this issue. I think it's about time for you to take in some disciples yourself. You do think that you should teach somebody about these techniques. What's there to think about? I'll just beat them up first. Damn. Once we beat them to death, they won't be impossible. There's no reason for them to like completely wipe out my entire people. And after that, Sung Jung-mun never brought up the topic to me about taking a disciple ever again. He said you'll be participating in training today. Blades up, swing. I actually really would like to know, what is the practicality of swinging, like just swinging a sword, like just no technique, just swinging a sword? What kind of sword technique is that? he's literally just swinging the sword. Oh, the sword technique that you're currently training is called the equilibrium sword technique. It's a fundamental technique for all the other techniques of the Mount Sect. It's just going up and down, man. Looking like he chopping some lettuce. Like vegetable chop technique. That would be really cool. Like a manga where a guy learns how to cook vegetables and like meal. I think I was reading a manga like that, like Mage of Fire and Ice, but the art style changed and then I just stopped reading it because the art style looks pretty whack now. This looks like all like they made every character look cute, and like the original art style made things look dynamic. Things were not attractive because they weren't attractive, and characters didn't like, their eyes didn't light up like some weird moe character. It was a better time. Like, and then after chapter 20, this is doing nothing but hindering the children from getting stronger. This is like teaching them the alphabet using a complicated thesis book. Doing this might get them ahead for a short time, but a good technique without proper fundamentals to begin with, they're doing this way, they'll need to at least teach them properly. It's like, imagine, I said it's literally teaching someone the alphabet by giving them Shakespeare. I don't even know where to begin. What else do you do here from learning techniques? After learning the equilibrium technique, we learned the sword technique of the 7 stages. And after that, we graduated from the Plum Blossom House and learned the lesser queen technique. And after learning everything, we're able to learn the sacred technique of the Mount sect. The Tai Yi Full Mox. I'm just gonna see the Tai Yi sword technique. The Tai Yi sword technique lacks Taoistic aesthetics and isn't very powerful either. It's certainly not a technique that could be of use. We should probably just throw it away. Yes. I like that. Yes. Okay. Like, why even? Like, bro, like, why even? I think I just saw bro go on. Nope. I thought I just saw him jump on some Overwatch. I might have jumped on some Overwatch too. So there's no more 24 palm 24 movement blossom sword technique. Do me a favor. Tell everyone to gather in front of the White Plum Blossom sword, the White Plum Blossom house at 5 in the morning. Prepare the things I'm about to tell you. Prepare 5 of those per person? Whoa. You don't think you can do it? I like your enthusiasm. You can go. That's, well, technically, because it's the only thing that doesn't require money or a secret martial arts. Wealth, yeah, dude, you literally have to be born into it. Techniques, you have to find them or just be given them. Talent, you can just be instantly born with talent. So, you know what I mean? It's pretty simple. I would say it's pretty much the poor man's approach to learning how to be really good at something. Which, as a poor man myself, I have to always agree that if you can find a talent in something, just learn everything you can about that thing, you know what I mean? Just try to figure it out, try to discover if you're capable of just being a little bit above average, because in this day and age, man, a talent would get you places, bro. A talent would get you, yeah, which is kind of not really saying much, but TikTok famous, social media content creating famous, something. It can push you a little bit. I don't know how much though, because personally, I don't really think I have a talent for a lot of stuff, but I try. I think I have effort. You know what I mean? I have effort. I might not have talent, but I have effort. So figure out what your thing is, and you might be able to do something. The homie's just mad. You made people wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm pretty sure I'd be pissed. And then he is going to show all of you a lesson, a really big lesson. Oh man. So they're gonna learn too. Bro literally just team rocketed like about 12 people, and they're just like, well, wow, you are so absolutely convincing. I thank you, Sensei. I see. It's that thing I never understood happens in movies. You see someone get their absolute bricks beat off. You see someone go through a wall. Why are you talking so confidently now? Why are you talking like? Why are you acting like you didn't just see someone get pulled, like literally like sure you can through some concrete and then 12 bricks? Like, no, I see somebody throw somebody into something and I instantly like that's main character energy. I'm good. I'm not trying to be a sub character. I'm not trying to be a disposable villain number 38. Thank you very much. Strange rite of passage or something. I'm gonna teach them proper. If they get too wild, I'll make sure to stop them from going overboard. Yeah. Even if it means we are working out from nightfall to sunrise, main character is going to put y'all in tip-top shape. That's that Sigma grind set. That's that Edo period. That is that Edo period Sigma grind set right there. I actually can say that from the size of those boulders, those are some, like, I have some boulders, not even some boulders, some rocks about like this big, like just like this big. They weigh around almost 100 pounds. These boulders that I'm looking at just from like the eyeball are a good 2, almost 3 times, yeah, and they're perfectly round, so they're around like 2, maybe even 3 times that. So homie has a relatively probably around 300 pounds, and I also know that those things are rubbing against something on that man's body, because there's no way he, like, bro, like, those things must be perfectly tied, because those things are rubbing against something. He is in pain some flipping how, man. I swear to you, he's in pain somehow. I'm telling you this right now. What you think his squad is? I'm thinking about like 320, 325 for someone who looks like he's not even like 15. 10,085. Someone bring him some water. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, now that I've given you some water, what happened here? Just a little bit of morning exercise. We worked out from as soon as 5 a.m. came all the way until like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, bro. What like, is that not what you're supposed to be doing? He's like, please save us. They call themselves the disciples, yet they're scared of a mere newcomer. I should probably give them a warning. How dare you? The White Plum Blossom boarding house has their own set of regulations. Who told you could sacrifice sleep time for this? Then I'll stop. A grown man. This is a literal grown man trying to contemplate what he can do to scold this child who has done the equivalent of made every single one of his students take extracurricular activities without him knowing, in the form of doing exercise until their back breaks. I'll make sure to bring back some results in 1 month regarding anything, the determination, the respect, all of that. Even though it was very demeaning training sets, it's not a single one of them complain about that. Isn't that right? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the coolest thing about this. I really believe that it's gonna ramp up. Like, I really believe this. If I remember from what I read last time, which has been a while ago, like it's been a good long time since I actually have read the series. But I'm telling you, it ramps up something cool, like Ice Cube cool, bro. He completely took control of the third class, and it only took him 2 days. It won't be easy task for either, but why do you insist on training every morning? We can become plenty strong with the great Sasuke's teachings, but we can speed up the process with a little bit more effort on our side. So, to be reasonable, why not sacrifice a little bit of sleep for training? Don't listen to him. Do not listen to his lies. He was definitely looking down on these kids. He literally made sure that each one of their heads became ornaments for the ceiling. To think that you guys would voluntarily participate in training at dawn. I am very impressed with your determination. If you continue with these endeavors, you will definitely be able to achieve great results, and you may continue in so doing. The dude grew a whole extra foot just to make sure he can absolutely, like, bro, I don't need responsibility no more. It's not like I said I'll kill you guys or anything. It's like every one of these panels with him just doing something regular, it can be a meme. Oh shit. Why don't we have? Why don't you take a seat? Why don't you take a seat? Right over there. Just take a seat. This place has been, as expected, is a private dormitory that was made in a hurry due to a lack of people to form disciple master contract. Secondly, this sect leader and the unpedigree, putting aside their personalities, they're all weak. Their strength can't even be compared with the Mount sect from 100 years ago, and as such, their disciples are terribly weak. On top of that, most of the third class disciples entered the sect due to social connections. But would any of that matter? When the great Chung Ma is here, yeah, when the MC is here to shape them up and make them go through Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, but of martial arts. Where's the martial arts? I want to see you do 20,000 high kicks by this afternoon or you're done. I'm putting you through that fucking wall. Hey, bro. Yeah, you see what these guys are doing. One's sleeping, one's eating with his fingers. Learn it. Figure it out. Why don't you talk to him? If you guys got a problem with it, you can talk. That's right. Main character is changing the mentalities for the better. They thought this place was a lost cause, and then pretty much at a certain extent was. But until the main character with 100 years of experience and mental fortitude came here, this place was pretty much a dying animal waiting to be put to pasture. But now it has revitalized itself with a reincarnated badass. I bet he could have done about 3,000 of those fucking squats with those 300-pound rocks. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me really think about every time I've went to the gym and I've exercised and I didn't push myself, you know what I mean? I didn't push myself to the brink. And at the same time, I realized I personally probably couldn't do that if I wanted to, since I'm still going to the chiropractor after my car accident. So like exercising anime edition, like in animes you can like exercise until your arms fall off and your body is like a screaming mess, but my body is already a mess right now, so like let me finish with my therapy and then I can go back to destroying my body with calisthenics and weightlifting, okay? Someone's banging at the door. Did you just touch me? That's the only thing I wanted to read there. So they sold all of their artifacts. Their martial arts is dying. They can't afford to even make a place for their students to stay. They can't even have students because they have too many students, even though they can't even teach those students. And they're in debt, owing other people money. Damn. Next chapter. One more. I want one more chapter. I want to gloss over one more chapter because I really feel like if we get like a little bit into like the 10 plus, it's gonna start getting good, because it's already entertaining, but it's gonna start getting good. What I really enjoyed about this one was one of those, it was like it ramped up as it went along kind of thing. Oh man, I don't actually. Okay, so I have two I want to read. I do want to read. It's the one I was talking to you about the nano machines, and the other one is like about a novelist creating a story, and within that story he becomes a random side character. And I believe both of them are really, really good. They're both good for different reasons. And of course, I'm not gonna even lie to you, the novels extra, I believe is what it's called, way more of my favorite. But it only has like 50 chapters. And even though I'm saying only has 50 chapters, and even with this new manga I'm showing you guys, I've only reached 10, like not even 10, I can say it is well worth the wait to watch, because I really do feel like I want to like do this more, you know what I mean? Personally. Have you no shame? We're coming to collect debt. They're coming to steal and rob you for everything you have, which isn't apparently a lot even at the end of the day. So sophisticated aura emanating from every movement, the way he talks. It's as if you're trying to act cool about it. This man is asking for some money. He has the Frankenstein's pitchforks after you. He really looks like he's about to burn down your entire establishment. Like, that's... You're about to get Stewie, bro. You're about to get set on fire like Stewie did to Brian. I don't know what to say. You know, and especially during a time where people could literally just like storm your castle, your home, your restaurant, your hotel, and absolutely take everything from you just because you owed them money. Like, the US government does, any government does, any person who you owe money does just the same thing. It don't matter what time period you're in and what entity you owe money to. Bro, don't owe people money, because they will destroy your life for something that sometimes not even worth the value of it. So be careful, bro. Unless you want to have a whole mob of people like his coming to your front door, knock knock, open up the block, it's real, just to make sure that you pay them what they owe you. You pay them what you owe them. Bro got 7 days. You have 7 days. Oh my god. 7 days to pay up, or you're gonna have everything taken from it. That's smart. That's smart. You got a 100-year-old main character thinking of some plots. He's had several decades of experience just to be the vindictive monster that he is right now. I can say of all the main characters that you really wouldn't want to cross, it's those ones that've lived like multiple lifetimes and get brought into a new body. Like, of course you reincarnate, yeah, of course, in general, but like I just wouldn't want to mess with someone with that much experience. Like, he could be the most vindictive person. I have 100 years of petty in me. He's the biggest owner. He's the biggest pavilion owner in Huma, and apparently he's a wealthy merchant who takes part in many different businesses. Hey, bro. So literally the dog that bit the hand situation. They were one time strong, you're not longer strong. So why do I need to listen to you? You're no longer that cool, powerful, famous head of the state anymore. So why not let me just take over? Why not me be in control right now? I'm not gonna lie, you give a person a good 100 years of being in servitude, at one point in time, they're just gonna get resentment of you, man. Kill a Buddha, kill your forefather. That's if you meet a Buddha, kill him. If you encounter your forefather, kill him. It means that in order to truly achieve the way of Tao, you must learn to violate the way of Tao. Okay, I respect that. It's like, to understand peace, you must understand turmoil. To understand happiness, you must understand despair and live through it, kind of thing. I respect that. It's a very understandable thing, because it's like, it's gonna be so hard to teach people about like very powerful values at the same time, when it's like so easy to get lost on the other side. So it's like, I don't know, it's like, how do you teach someone how to achieve what you're trying to get across, and it isn't as easy as you like them just learning, you know what I mean? It makes me think of that, because you know, Mr. over here is going to be a father pretty like within a like 7 or 8 months. Congratulations, your dear is having a Bambi. I'm having a Bambi. I'm having a Bambi. So while I'm waiting for my Bambi to be babied up, Bambiing, and all that other stuff, it makes me think about like how would I teach a being that is like a sponge, but at the same time can easily interpret anything I say with no understanding, because they don't have an understanding that exists yet. It's a very, very confused. It's like, how do I write something on a piece of paper that doesn't even know it is a piece of paper? Like, you know, it's like, so, but you know, it is what it is. I just gotta hope that like, I'm just a good teacher, you know what I mean? Good parent first, of course, but like a good teacher second. And I want to lead by example, and by leading by example, I want to be like the main character in this story. I want to be a very powerful being and influence many with my ideas and ideals that can, I don't know, man. I'm saying a lot of words, but I just want to be a super cool MC for my child, like, you know, Ichigo's daddy, or like Naruto's daddy, or like any really cool anime father in general, and like just be like all of them combined. I was gonna say they borrowed around $100,000. I like that. The biggest thing about the sect is to beware, the Mount sect is to beware of their history. At least in Sang Z province, it'd be hard to find someone without any connection to the sect. However, nowadays are significantly weaker. You could say that they became tender like this Juck whose skin rips apart even with the minimal force of chopsticks. Yo, dog, I just got finished eating. Calm down. He knows something they don't. There's probably some like secret hidden technique or item or martial arts in there. Oh no, bro's double agent in these guys with some the enemy of my enemy is my friend type stuff. He's gonna get these guys to get sucked on. He's gonna get the Mount Hung's ops to just like take care of him while all he does is profit. Bro's, I'm not gonna lie though, he got a good plan. He's a real businessy man right here, bro. CEO type. And look at them drink and praise and cheer for this absolutely vindictive, maniacal, evil plan like some true company owners. Because realistically, that's how times have changed. We went from a time where physical force and power and just strength meant everything. Like, oh, you strong, you winning. But like, since you know you're not strong anymore, us little, you know, maniacal rats that go behind the stage, bro, you know what I mean? We're the ones who're gonna actually come over up in here now. We're gonna be the ones, the champions, the winners, the absolute, like, the top dogs. Looking like a Lego ninja. Ninjago. He looks like a burglar who came straight out of a drawing. I have no interest in money. I just want some questions. Real guys, samurai ninjas. I'm not a fan of violent scenes. Yeah, you're probably not gonna be a fan of listening into your own people get their ass dusted like a broom with a bunch of dust bunnies around it. A sweeper, clean slate. He doesn't even have any dirt on him. He literally beat them all up without dirtying his fit. Man's a true Chad. If you just answered my questions, I wouldn't have had to hurt you. But then no, you had to send some people at me, and the screen had to pan away, and I had to literally sweep them up like dust. Why? Why you gotta make me hurt you? Oh man, don't worry. I will make sure you can at least talk. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually just this is just a very good, perfect scene to end this on. The internet hasn't been working the best of its abilities, but it has been doing it well enough for me to at least finish 6 chapters of this. And I'm not gonna start singing his praise yet because I've read up to like, I think last time I checked, like chapter 15, maybe around 15. So I definitely know it's gonna like rise like the sun up and be a lot more entertaining. And hopefully I can learn how to do whatever I'm doing better. But until then, I will see you guys at a different time. Positivity and love to you all. Ooh, wrong thing. I told you I was sleepy.